Find the degree of each polynomial and tell whether it is a monomial, binomial, trinomial, or none of these. Example 8, we are given 4x to the 5th plus 7x to the 6th minus 3x. And we need to fill in the blanks. The degree is blank and it is classified as a blank. So the first thing we're looking for is the degree. And if you recall, the degree of a polynomial is the largest or greatest degree of any term. In other words, what is the highest exponent? Hopefully you identified where it has x to the 6th, which means the degree is 6. Now we need to decide how many terms are in this polynomial to decide whether it's a monomial, binomial, trinomial, or none of these. Well, how can we identify our terms? Well, terms are separated by plus and minus signs. So if you notice, we have 4x to the 5th plus 7x to the 6th minus 3x. In this case, we have 3 terms, so this would be considered a trinomial. Example B, we have 18t minus 13. Again, we need to identify the degree and the type of polynomial. Well, the degree again is the largest or greatest exponent, and in this case, we really don't have an exponent. So what do? Well, we find the term that has a variable, and if you notice, the first term had 18t. Although we do not see an exponent, what is understood to be there? Well, that would be an imaginary 1, which means that is the highest exponent, so the degree of this polynomial is 1. Now, what type of polynomial? How many terms does it have? Well, again, terms are separated by plus and minus signs, so in this case, this has 2 terms, so we call it a binomial. Example C, we have negative 2x squared. The degree in this case is the highest exponent or the only exponent, which would be a 2. So the degree is 2. And now we need to classify. How many terms do you see? Well, since there is only 1, this would be considered a monomial. And our final example, D, reads n to the 5th plus 2n to the 4th minus n minus 13. Take a moment now to go ahead and see if you can identify the degree and the type. Hopefully you stated that the degree is a 5 because that is the highest power. And as for the type of polynomial, because it has more than 3 terms, we would consider this none of these, which simply just means it's a polynomial. It has many terms.